Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. On this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you a fantastic recipe for a peppers and onion pesto pasta. I know it sounds like a mouthful, but it's really not. It's super simple and easy, and it kind of incorporates everything I love about like sausage, peppers, and onions. Although there's no sausage here, you could add some if you want, and like a creamy pesto pasta. Kind of everything together works so well, and I'm thrilled to share this recipe with you. Let me run you through the ingredients. You'll need like a medium cup pasta such as penne, these little gemelli here. You could use rigatoni, bow tie, rotini, whatever your heart desires. Lots of peppers and onions, diced tomatoes, heavy cream, Parmigiano, salt and pepper, and some garlic, and you'll need some basil pesto. You can use fresh basil pesto if you want to, but I'm going to use this basil pesto that came in this month's Try the World box. Now, let me tell you about this because it's super exciting. Try the World is an awesome subscription box where every month you will get a box filled with goodies from a different country around the world. So it's perfect for a food lover. It's perfect if you like to experiment with different cuisines. Now this month, being the month of September, I have partnered with Try the World to bring you some amazing hand-selected goodies from throughout Italy, which you know thrills me to like no end. So let me show you what you will be receiving in this box. You have some egg pappardelle here. This is a risotto with porcini mushroom kit. You have basil pesto, of course, some balsamic vinegar, which is absolutely incredible, some amaretti cookies, some Italian coffee, which you know it's gonna make like the most amazing pot of coffee. This is some hazelnut spread. Now every other box will either receive hazelnut spread or pistachio spread. Both are absolutely incredible. And this is some truffle zest, so it adds that lovely woodsy flavor to anything you want to add it to. Now along with this, you will get a culture guide. It looks like this. You'll see my face on it right there. Now everything that you get in this box is on this culture guide. And one of the best things about it is that in the very back, it shows you some ways on how to use it. So if you are receiving some items that you're not familiar with and you just don't know how to use them, this has you covered. So it's really fantastic, perfect for a food lover. Like every month you don't know like what you're gonna get. It's just like really exciting. And everything you need to know about how to sign up if you are interested will be linked in the description box below. So I hope you give it a try, and I hope that if you do and you get these goodies, make sure you let me know how you're enjoying them because you will become obsessed like I am. All right, let's get started cooking. I've got a big pot back there with some salted boiling water. You want that to come to a boil before you get started on everything else because that always takes the longest. Now what I have here is a skillet with high sides with some olive oil. It doesn't have to be extra virgin, it just has to be olive oil. And you want to preheat that between medium and medium high heat. Medium is a little bit too low, medium high is a little bit too high, so something right in between works perfectly. Now I'm going to add all of my peppers and onions, and it looks like a lot, but it's a peppers and onion pasta, so you want to make sure there's a lot of that going on. I'm going to add that right in. Don't worry if it doesn't sizzle super high right away, but it will. And it looks like it's really crowded and it'll never fit, but it will. And then what you do, you kind of just break apart the onion. I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Salt helps draw out moisture out of the veggies and helps them cook down a little bit faster. And I'm just going to cook this for about 10 minutes or so, or until I see that my peppers and my onions have developed a really good color and have cooked down a bit. And I'll show you what they look like when they're there. These look fantastic. It took about 12 minutes. You can see that they've cooked down enough. They've developed some color, so it's going to give you that really intense pepper and onion flavor. To this, I'm going to add my chopped garlic. Now this only needs to cook for about a minute or so. You just want to cook out that raw garlic flavor, but you don't want it to burn. So just kind of give it a minute to cook out, and then we'll move on. Now at this point, I'm going to add my tomatoes. I'm just going to give that a stir. I'm going to add just another small pinch of salt, just because I want to flavor the tomatoes themselves. And then I'm going to add the cream at the same time. I know it sounds crazy because we're not really giving the tomatoes a lot of time to cook down, but this is going to sit on low heat for about 10 minutes or so while the pasta cooks. So the tomatoes will just cook down enough to release their flavor, but not so much that you can't see them anymore. So I'm going to add my cream now. It's going to make it really rich and luxurious, but you know what? That's life. And then I'm just going to leave this on low heat. That is it. I'm going to leave this on low. I'm going to add my pasta to the salted boiling water, and then I'm going to meet you back here to put everything together. This looks fantastic. I added a little crushed black pepper. I've drained my pasta. I've reserved just a little bit of cooking water in case I need it. Sometimes it's nice to add some starchy cooking water if you're just adding pesto so that the pesto adheres to the pasta better. And now I'm just going to empty out this whole little jar. And this is like flavor galore. You can see it's nice and chunky. Stir that right in like so. Oh, it smells so wonderful pretty much instantly. I am going to add just a little bit of the starchy cooking water. I'm also going to increase the heat just a little bit, probably about a 1/4 cup or so. Now I'm going to add in my pasta. If you could just smell this, you would understand why I want to just stuff my face right in that pan. I'm going to add my pasta right in. Be careful. You don't want to spill it all over. And then just with as much patience as you can muster, just sit here and stir until everything is well combined. And you can see that sauce kind of really adhering to the pasta. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to add some freshly grated parm. That's like the glue that kind of holds everything together. Oh, it smells so good. Okay. Oh goodness, this is like everything I love in one pan. I'm just going to give that a stir, and now I'm ready to serve. I know it doesn't look like the most appetizing thing in the world, but you have to trust me. This is so delightful. You cannot even imagine. And I love that the peppers still have a little bit of their shape, therefore they'll have a little texture, but the onions have cooked down so much that they've almost caramelized and become one with the sauce. So it's just like so yummy. Look at that. No watery sauce in sight. Nice and thick enough to coat each piece of pasta so wonderfully. I want a piece of everything. Just give me a second though, because this is going to be hot. The peppers and onions give it just the right amount of sweetness, and then it's like really nice and bright from the pesto and creamy from the cheese and the heavy cream. It's literally the perfect bite. Go to laurainthekitchen.com to get the written recipe. Make sure you check out the description box below for all the information about Try the World. You can see my excitement. I can't even think straight. I hope you enjoy spending time with me, and I'll see you next time.